who told you that you could not paint your old ugly tile, but they lied to you. These late 1800 tiles are disgusting. To a great transformation is prep work. Let's see if we can get this grime off this $18.99 tile. Scrub brush, cloth, sponge, all-purpose cleaner. TSP is better if you have it. The number one thing when painting tile is your prep work. Your end result is only going to be as good as the prep work that you put into it. So although I'm super excited to get this amazing colorful pattern put onto these tiles, I need to do the prep work so that my tile will actually stay painted. You also want to make sure that if you're doing painted tile, that you consider how much traffic actually happens in the area that you're actually going to paint the tile. Something like a kitchen backsplash, laundry room backsplash like this is the perfect place to do an application like painted tile because it doesn't get as much traffic. I'm not sure who or how many years ago the grout was put into this actual backsplash. They're not perfectly level. There's pieces of tile missing. There's cracks. And to be completely honest with you, to actually put budget into this pantry laundry room would kind of be silly. I don't have a whole lot of caulking left. If you do have some, I advise you to do a little scraping around the edges. You're gonna wanna put some fresh stuff down when you're all done. Using a light grit sanding block, I'm pretty sure there's not a whole lot of sheen left on these tiles. But if you do have a really high gloss tile, this stuff's probably gonna be pretty valuable for you to make sure that the primer we're gonna do next actually sticks really well. Let's get off our loose sandpaper dust. To prime my tiles, I'm going to use this primer. It's a Stick It by Beauty Tone. You can use a Zinsser or a Bin 123 primer. That would work perfectly fine as well. I'm getting really excited about transforming these tiles. Ooh, goodbye, old gross grout. Okay, I think just priming this space will make it look better. I'm gonna do a quick coat over with the paintbrush just in between all of the grout lines just to make sure I get it in there really good. The other tip I have is always apply thin coats. Whenever you're painting, especially tiles, thin coats is always better. I would rather take the time and do a second thin coat than apply one really thick coat because it just helps for all of the materials after to adhere so much better than when you just slap on a thick coat. I have the brushed on first coat. My main thing was making sure that I didn't have any drips. Although my primer is still wet, I feel like it really helped me to sort of patch up and repair the grout. It's going to make these grout lines look really nice and white in the end, and it's filled in a lot of the cracks and seams that I was concerned about, and I think it really just overall made them look a little more seamless. I wanted to give the primer a couple more hours before I added the colorful pattern that I had planned, and so I went ahead and started working on other areas of the laundry room makeover. This was a yellow that I made out of a couple different dupe paints that I had here already at the house. It is absolutely dreamy. It's my new favorite color, and I'm excited that this is going to bring some cheer and joy into my laundry room space. I think that this is a very Elysia English video because you know from the very beginning of my channel that I absolutely love buffalo plaid. It's kind of been a staple in my channel. So I'm really excited because today I'm going to use my favorite color yellow and I'm going to create a buffalo check using these tiles. The tiles already give us the squares that we need. We just need to create the pattern. So I'm taking two different colors of yellow. I have a lighter yellow. This is Hay by Farrow & Ball. I just mixed it into my more budget-friendly paint here because it's a lot less costly for me to use this paint than if I ordered it right from Farrow & Ball. And then I'm using a darker yellow that I actually created myself with just some dupe paint that I had at the house. So I'm going to start my pattern, and the other color we're using is just white. Our tiles are now primed white. And I'm just gonna first take a small paintbrush and paint my first square, and I wanna not paint the grout line. And remember, your first coat is going to look terrible and you're going to question everything you ever thought you were going to do for your project. But I promise you, once you have a second or third coat on, it's going to look great in the end. Try to keep it as smooth out as you possibly can. I'm just going to do the edge and then I'll be able to use a bigger brush to be able to fill in the middle. So I won't be painting this whole wall with this tiny little paintbrush, but I'm going to be a perfectionist. You can tape it off with painter's tape if you want to make sure your grout lines are perfect. Don't worry, if you do happen to get a little bit on your grout line, you can always use the white paint to touch it up at the end. So we're gonna worry about touch-ups when we're totally finished our project. right, so we're done the first coat on our first square. Now I'm gonna go in and do my lighter colored squares. You just wanna make sure that two of the colors you're using, one's darker and one's lighter, or at least that they're different in some way. Now that I have the first section of the pattern on, I need to continue to repeat my pattern. Our buffalo plaid pattern is starting to take shape. It's getting to be evening now. It's getting a little darker in here. I'm gonna keep working tonight, make my way all the way across. It's turning out super good. Right now, you can tell that this is just the first coat. So again, remember, if you're doing a project like this, the first coat never looks good, and it's going to get better as you go and get more coats on. Just finishing up this final end over here so we can keep working on the next coat. It's the next evening, but I want to be able to now put on the second coat. I wanted this to dry overnight, and so now we're ready to apply that second layer. My goal is to get the second layer done on all the tiles tonight so that it can dry overnight and I can clear coat tomorrow morning. You can see here how I'm now doing the second coat on these spots here. You can see just how much more solid it makes that coloring. We're really going to be able to tell a lot better once it totally dries and it doesn't look patchy. And then of course in the daylight tomorrow, but love the way it's turning out. Second coat is on all of the buffalo check. I'm going to let this dry overnight, and tomorrow we get to touch up and clear coat. One of my goals for working on this pantry laundry room space was to make it happy, bright, and cheery. We don't always have bright natural sunlight coming into this space. So I think mission accomplished because it looks happy, bright, and cheery, although we are not quite done yet. I want to make this look like more of an authentic tile. And so typically I would use a matte or a velvet satin sheen on my projects, but today I'm going to go with a clear coat that's a gloss. Okay, we're getting to the final stages here. I just painted the outlet so that it would similarly match the actual tile, at least to blend it in just a little bit. I decided while I was waiting for some of this to dry that I would start building a ledge. I want to make some type of a shelf that can sit just above or just behind here so that I can have my laundry soap jars and a few other laundry room accessories in this space. This stain that I'm going to use is the Minwax wood finish, and it's early American. I think it would be really cute to bring in a little bit of this stain color. Our kitchen island, which is the adjacent room to this, is this color, and so I just thought it'd be nice to tie this in. When we do eventually do the ceiling in this room, we're going to do a couple of stained wood beams, and so again, I'm just going to tie in what I know I'm going to be working on for future projects. I often use this early American. I don't think it looks too orangey, but it's not too dark and it's not too light. And if you mix it with other stain colors, you get some really beautiful colors as well. Okay, love how that works. That looks so cute. I think what I want to do now is possibly add some stained wood scalloping to the front of these shelves. I'm so excited on how these buffalo check tiles turned out. Rather than replacing these tiles and spending a bunch of budget for our home reno, we were able to make them look like they were now part of the house. We brought them new life. I think they look so good. Not only are they aesthetically the way I was hoping, but they are also now durable to be able to wash and do everything that you would need to do in a wash station laundry room. Thank you so much for joining me on this make video. We were able to transform this laundry room space into something much more inspirational, bright, cheery, and just really a cozy vibe place to be. Absolutely love that I was able to do this project on a budget with leftover paint that I had just some like dupe colors around. We were able to transform these old 1809 tiles and just make this space so much more me. I added what I think is the chef's kiss for this project, which is the scalloped edges on the actual shelving behind me here. I just hesitated on if they should be yellow, like a color drench with the yellow cabinets, if they should have been white, or if I should leave them with the stain. I figured if I stain them, I can paint over, but I can't really reverse without doing a lot of sanding if I went the other way. So let me know in the comments section if you think the scallops should be white, yellow, or keep them as is with the stain. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe for many more thrift flips, furniture flips, room makeovers, holiday crafts, DIYs, trash to treasures, and more. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below on what you think I should do with the shelves. I love you, and I will see you on the next make.